Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa buddhang dhammang sangham namassami. Once again, very hearty welcome to all the upasakas and upasikas, and also all the upasakas and upasikas joining online on this very auspicious Dhammacakka PAVATTANA day. Most of you are aware of its significance. This is the day on which Lord Buddha, 2 months after his supreme enlightenment, Bodhi, went from Bodhi Gaya, that was called Uruvela at that time, to Sarnath, present day Sarnath, that was called Isipatana, where these 5 ascetics, his former 5 companions, they were staying, teach and set in motion the wheel of Dhamma. And the rest, it changed the whole spiritual landscape of the universe. When the Buddhas arise, they arise for a reason. They fulfill their paramis out of compassion to teach these 4 noble truths and this 8-fold path, which is the fourth noble truth. The 4 noble truths are always present. Suffering and the cause and the ending of suffering and the path, they are always present. Whether the Buddhas are there in this world or they are not there, they are always present. This is universal truth all the time. But the thing is, people are not able to understand them on their own. For a normal person to understand these 4 noble truths to the deepest level without the guidance and instruction of the Buddha, his teachings, is difficult. Very, very difficult. Extremely difficult. Like first noble truth, which is Dukkha Arya Satya. Dukkha means not just suffering. Dukkha means any kind of unsatisfactoriness or any kinds of dissatisfaction, big or small. Whatever it is, that which feels that which gives us any kind of dissatisfaction, big or small. It is there. For people, it is there. You sit for some time, your body pains. You walk for some time, your body pains. You lie down for too long, your body pains. This is also part of it. You eat too less, you feel hungry. You eat too much, you feel uncomfortable. Even if you eat moderately, you still feel hungry after some time. So it is like this. And then you experience all thoughts and feelings in the mind. Some of you like, you want it to continue, it goes away. You don't want certain things to continue, you want them to end, it doesn't end. So it is like this. The whole mental and physical thing, the body and the mind that we have, is inherently, it's changing. Basically, it is changing all the time. When it is changing, it will be unsatisfactory. It will never be perfect. It cannot be perfect. So there is suffering, there is dissatisfaction, there is dukkha. That's why I call universal truth. So if it is the fact that when the the Buddhas are not there, or when there is no Dhamma in this world, this dukkha has disappeared. People still have the body, people still have the mind, and they still have dissatisfaction. Only thing is, this is these five aggregates, the body, mind. This, when people cling to this, Sankhitena Panchupadana Kanda Dukkha, Lord Buddha. In the first Noble Truth, he is saying, when people cling to this body and mind as I, me or mine, anyways, I, me or mine, this is me, this is I, this is mine, then as soon as it changes, dissatisfaction arises. Again it changes, dissatisfaction arises. So this is what people cannot understand on their own. There is this sense of I to this body and the mind. And as we have this sense of I, we tend to cling. What does the I cling to? This sense of I. When we say there is a sense of I clings to nothing else, to the body and to the mind, to our body and to our mind, first of all. And then it can be with regard to other external things, or external people, or external objects. But where does it start? It starts with our own body and mind. And then when it clings, it changes after some time. Dissatisfaction is there. So, but this is not understood. That there is this very strong sense of I. Whatever you think, just think. As soon as you get up in the morning. For example, today you came here. So when you came here, you must have thought, oh, today is the Dhammacakka day. It's auspicious day. I will go to the Vihara. I will take precepts. I will practice meditation. I will listen to the Dhamma. I will try to do something wholesome. But where does it start with? What does it start with? I. So this is also I. Not just in the bad actions, even in the good actions. In all actions of ours, associated with this sense of I. This I. That's why it's not the bad actions that are causing us to be continuing in the samsara, it's also the good actions, because whatever actions are done with a sense of I, whatever actions are done with a sense of I, will be a source of continuity in the samsara, will not be a source of freedom from samsara. You understand? When you do things with the sense of I do like this, I will do, this is good, I will do. I is taking precedence. I is the foremost of all these I will do. Then what happens? Then I become strong. Then I become strong, then clinging becomes strong. Whatever we do, good things or bad things, we have this tendency to cling. When it clings, it continues. Simple as that. When it is clinging, then it will continue. It will not stop. Clinging is the force. Padana in Pali we call. So this clinging is there. When this clinging is there, the force will not end. Force will continue. Force will continue. Birth and aging and sickness and death will continue. Suffering also will continue. Why do you suffer? Why do we suffer? Simple. Because we are born here with the body and the mind. If we are born, are born, we have the body, we have the mind, then we cannot stop the change. Once you are born, you cannot say, I will not grow up. You cannot say, I will not change. You cannot say, I will not fall sick. You cannot say, I will remain like this. You cannot say. Nobody can say like this. So that's why Lord Buddha says, Jati pi dukkha. Once you are born, you can't do anything. You have to face the samsara. The change in nature of samsara, you have to face. Once you are born, it is over. Can't do anything. So there is a path to go beyond birth and death. That's what he taught. His eightfold path. We call Dukkha Nirodha Gamini Patipatti. Path to end the suffering. But what is path to end the suffering? Path to go beyond the birth and death. Path that destroys the birth. Automatically, if the birth is destroyed, death is not there. No change. Once beings are beyond birth, beyond being born in the samsara, whether here in this human plane, another place, there is nothing. Then there is nothing. If you are not there, then who has suffering? Simple. Simple. We have to consider this point. If you have to eat food, you have to go to the toilet. Simple. After eating food, if you say I will not go to the toilet, then after some time you have to go to the doctor. That is the only option. If you forcefully don't go to the toilet, you have to go to the doctor tomorrow or day after. It doesn't work like this. In the samsara, it doesn't work like this. So once you are born, you cannot avoid. You drink water, then say I will not go to the toilet. I will continue drinking water. Can you do this? So the problem is right here. We have to understand correctly. Problem is, once the birth is there, aging is there, sickness is there, death is there, again born somewhere because of this craving and clinging, and then automatically it is there. We are not free from it. So whatever we do, where do we start? Then if we have to do something about it, if it is like this, if we have to do something, where do we start is the question. We start right here. As we said, we cling to what? We cling to this body and mind with the sense of, very strong sense of I. I will do. I am like this. I am not like this. I want this. I don't want this. Everything is with a strong sense of I. Right here you can start. Right here you can start reducing that strong sense of I. Whatever you do, try to let go that strong sense of I. If you are here in the vihara today to observe Dhammacakka PAVATTANA, to observe the Lord Buddha's first teaching, you come here, you see it. Now you are listening to the Dhamma Discourse. I am listening to the Dhamma Discourse. Right. But then when you think, I am listening to the Dhamma Discourse, then there's a strong sense of I. But then you say, oh, this is what is being said. To talk to where the monks are talking about I. So it is, we have to see the I right here, first of all. This I is the problem. This I goes and clings to everything. This I goes and says, I like this and I don't like this. So when you are listening to the Dhamma, make your mind peaceful. Oh, this is the Dhamma. This is the way to let go the I. So Dhamma is here. I can hear. But the I is not so important. What is important? Letting go. Letting go is important. Instead of I, then you replace with the letting. When you do anything, for example, you come here, you listen to Dhamma, you practice meditation, you go back home, you eat food, you talk to your family members. Everywhere, wherever you have this sense of I, instead of strengthening that sense of I, this is one right thing to do. You talk with people, you talk to people, say today you are practicing metta meditation, loving kindness meditation. May I be happy and peaceful, may other people be happy and peaceful. So you seek welfare of yourself and others because you acknowledge, oh, everybody has suffering. Big, small, humans or other beings, everybody has some level of suffering. May beings be free from suffering. When you seek things like this, then you are reducing the sense of I. When you take the precepts, for example, when you take the 5 precepts, I will, or 8 precepts, not to kill, not to steal, like this. Why do people kill or get violent? Why do steal? Why do they steal? Why do they hate each other? Why do they tell lies to each other? Why do they commit sexual misconduct? Why do they become greedy or hateful? Again, with that strong sense of I don't like this person, I will harm him. I like this person, I will do this for him. You know, I will gain something by telling lies, therefore I tell lies. I will steal other people's things. I will gain something. I will be rich or this or that or famous, whatever it is. So when you follow the precepts, for example, very simple, very basic, Panchashila or 8 precepts, you are reducing the strong tendency of I. These are not right things. I do with the wrong sense. I will gain this, I will be like this, I will be like that. But this is what going to bring me unhappiness today or tomorrow. We have to cut it down. So you follow the precepts. Or if you give the dana, so many people offering dana today. When you give the dana, then when you say, I want this, it is my property, it is my money, you cannot. So you have to reduce some sense of I. At least to this much I will share. To that extent, your I is less. When your mind has strong feeling of greed or strong feeling of hatred, then the I is taking. I am angry and I have reason to be angry. I am greedy and I have reason to be greedy. I want this. So I is strong. But when you let go the greed and hatred for some time, I will be weak. So in all the wholesome actions, in all the wholesome kusala kamma, there is a way to reduce the strong sense of I. When you practice meditation, first when you practice meditation, your mind is restless, and then you practice meditation, your mind is peaceful. When you practice meditation, my mind is restless, I cannot meditate. Again I. But then we don't have to think. What we say to people, you don't have to think like this. My mind is restless, I cannot meditate. What we tell people, forget it, let go. Just allow the mind to be there. Allow the awareness to be there. If it is with the breath, let it come back to the breath. If it doesn't stay with the breath, no problem. Second time, third time, fourth time, let it come. Don't struggle so much. When you don't struggle so much internally, it will be like this for some time, then it will settle down. Then your mind will have peacefulness. Why? Because you have let go that strong sense of I am restless, I cannot meditate. Simple. Then when your mind is peaceful, again, oh, my mind is so peaceful. Maybe my mind has samadhi. And then it gone. Instantly it is gone. Because again, sense of I. But when you let go again, okay, it is peacefulness, let it be. I'll just continue, no problem, no big deal. If it stays, it stays. It goes away, no big deal. Then again, it becomes established, then the peacefulness becomes strong. Again. So everything that you do, you can see this sense of I. Strong sense of I. One simple thing, you come here and you do Khamayachana, for example. Every Sunday you are coming, all the upasikas are asking for forgiveness from the Sangha. So, first of all, why do we ask forgiveness? We acknowledge, maybe through the body, speech and mind, some of the things that we did throughout this week or throughout this 2 weeks, 3 weeks or whatever time, maybe some of them were not so good, not so right. Let us acknowledge. Let us acknowledge, maybe we made some small or big mistakes. Let us acknowledge. If you have a strong sense of I, what will you say? I don't make mistakes, I'm perfect. But if you have a weaker sense of I. So yeah, sometimes I make mistakes. I'm not perfect. Let us acknowledge mistakes are mistakes. Let us acknowledge them and let go. And then we bow down. No, I will not bow down to anyone. You don't bow down to the monks per se when you pay respect to the Sangha. You bow down to the Dhamma. You bow down to the Buddha and the Dhamma. And the Sangha means the ones who are whatever noble qualities the enlightened ones have developed, these noble qualities. So this is one way of reducing our sense of ego or I or self view or whatever it is. Like this, when you talk with metta to your own family members or to your friends or relatives or to the people who are unknown to you, you don't know them. You don't know them. But when you talk with metta, what happens? Oh, may these people be happy. May they not have no suffering. Wherever it is, I don't know. I don't even know. So then you are seeking their welfare. You are not thinking, I only should be happy. I am the only one should be happy in this world. I don't care about the rest of the world. You're not thinking like this. So in all our right actions, in all our right effort, in all our right speech, there is this eightfold path, no? In all our right view, right intention, these are all subtle ways Lord Buddha has given us. Subtle ways. For example, you have the right view. There is suffering. There is a cause of suffering. When you are thinking there is suffering and suffering can be ended, then what suffering is there, suffering can be ended, and suffering has a cause, and we have a path. Then what is the important thing? Suffering, not I. Yeah, there is suffering here. I am suffering is one point, but I is not important. Suffering is important. Words come one after the other, but which one is the important? That changes our attitude. So whether it is right view, whether it is right intention or right speech or right action or right livelihood or right effort or right mindfulness or right meditative absorption, these are all ways, subtle ways to reduce our sense of I-ness. Because this I-ness is what clings. And when it clings, sankitena panchupadana kanda dukkha. When it clings, it becomes suffering. So, when we say dukkha nirodha, like this, ending of suffering, is it like one fine day you wake up and you say, oh, now all suffering has gone away? It is not like this. It is surely not like this. Day to day, wherever you cling, wherever there is a strong sense of I-ness and my-ness, wherever there is strong sense of clinging, when there is strong sense of suffering, then and there you see, then and there you understand, then and there you let go. And you keep doing it till it becomes better, till you are more skillful. So then you can deal with it. I say, people who cannot manage small sufferings are incapable of managing big sufferings. One small suffering, for example, one mosquito bite, and then we are agitated and angry and I will not go to the vihara. 2 mosquitoes bitten. From morning till evening, 2 mosquitoes. And then I will never go there. 2 mosquito bites you can't manage and you are saying you will be free from dukkha. We have to see our mind. So it all starts small, but it grows big. So you have to, that's why there is this very important, all important thing called sati, mindfulness. When you apply it every time, you know a little better, and you become wiser, little more wiser. You are able to see suffering in small things or in big things, in this or in that. Then when you have this ability to see in here and there, it's like you are given one formula to solve problems. First, you apply to simpler equations or simpler problems. And then when you are expert, then you can apply to the bigger equations or bigger problems. Because it is universal formula. When there is I-ness, there is clinging. When there is clinging, there is suffering. It is universal. So, whatever it is, you know the essence of it, then you can apply it everywhere. Big, small, gross or subtle, you can apply everywhere. You can manage. So, you have to understand, you have to practice like this. So, this Dhammacakka, this Four Noble Truth and the Eightfold Path that the Lord Buddha has given, is such a great blessing. Because without knowing Lord Buddha, without knowing the Dhamma, people wouldn't even know, I have this strong sense of I. What? I have no sense of I. Whatever I do is right. I have no sense of I. That's what the behavior of the people generally who has no sense of Dhamma. So you can think, you can imagine how much of a great favor and compassion Lord Buddha did for you. Showing you right here, oh, you are making a horrible mistake. Let me show you. Let me show you, and you shouldn't go that way. Stop going that side. So this is the great blessing that the Buddha has given. Greatest of all blessings, blessing of Dhamma. Highest of all blessings, because this is the one which makes you free from suffering. Highest of blessings. You can give people material things and they are good. For example, you give people food or clothing or medicine or shelter or other things and make them happy or for some time, or reduce their suffering from some time. But you cannot reduce their suffering for all the time. Eventually, they will have other suffering. Even if you keep somebody well-fed and healthy throughout the life, they will still have the suffering of death. And then again, another place, new suffering. So this is what the medicine, these Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path, medicine, highest medicine, the greatest medicine. That's why we say Lord Buddha is like the Parama Bhesajja, the highest, the greatest physician. Seeing the problem, seeing also showing the solution. So today is the day when he gave out of his infinite compassion, not for anything, not to get praise, not to get offering, not to get respect, not to get anything. Because he went beyond all these things. He was already Samma Sambuddha. There's nothing more extra or special to achieve. Oh, I can achieve this, I can achieve that. There is something left to achieve. Nothing. For the Samma Sambuddha, nothing. But he gave, let these people, they have suffering, and if they understand, then they will be free from suffering. Let me go and teach. Let me go and show them the path. This is the day you have come here. And so in morning you came here, you listened to this Dhamma. Maybe you will stay for some time. So, and then you, whatever, till the time you stay here. And when you go back, contemplate on this. Contemplate on these points. Contemplate. If I am able to understand suffering, big or small, whatever it is, 1 point, 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 5 times, 10 times today, and tomorrow, and day after, then I am following the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path. If I am able to understand, and if I am able to let go. then I am following this Eightfold Path. Then I am following what the Buddha told me to follow. This is the right way of following the Buddha. So this much is our gift for you today on the occasion of Dhammacakka Day. We wish may you all be able to practice in the right manner and develop your hearts up to the full complete realization.